GTA 5 in 2017. Yes, welcome to this ultimate graphics modding guide for 2017 for GTA 5. And disclaimer, this is only for high-end PCs. Yes, that's really important because you need a very good computer to run this ultimate graphics list. The main reason why I did create this tutorial was because I think there are not many good video tutorials on how to install multiple graphic mods for GTA 5. So hopefully this tutorial will help you achieve that. But enough introductions, let's start with the tutorial. So what do we need? First of all, go to my website pretcaliber.com, then go to tutorials and go to GTA 5. The page should be there by now. Alright, so again, this is for high-end PCs only. High-end PCs only, please remember that. And what is high-end PC? Well, for a 1080p resolution, so full HD, this is what you really need at least for your system requirements. An i5 with 3 GHz or better, 8 GB of RAM, and at least, and I really mean that, a GTX 970 to keep good FPS. And I would seriously recommend for a 1080p a GTX 1060 or better. Yes, really. Because you're going to need some VRAM and a GTX 970 might not do it anymore. Or of course something similar from AMD. So what can you expect from my page? Well, let's see, first an introduction. Then you have the option to donate. Of course I'm not going to beg for money, but yeah, this actually is only costing me money to have my site up, and YouTube, I don't really get much money to cover all the costs. So if you really like the tutorial, you can of course consider donating. Then when you scroll down, I have made some screenshots and put them on this page. You can click on them to have the full version. Let's see, here they are. And as you can see, they look really nice. The end result looked really nice. And hopefully by now I do have some videos also. But yeah, you saw some intro stuff from the beginning, how it looks. Alright, then the first thing we're going to do is use Open 4 or Open IV, depends on how you name it. I'm going to name it Open IV because I think everybody names it. And yeah, Open IV is the tool which was on the news lately because Rockstar was actually banning it, but due a lot of protests, Open IV is back now, so we can use that for modding. That's great. And we're going to use Scripthook, and that is some kind of script library tool for running ASE plugins, and that's needed. Both of them are needed. Then later on we're going to install the texture mods plus an Ingame and Reshade, and the last part I'm going to show you how to install some cars. So that's it for this page. Make sure you bookmark it. What you're also going to need is 2 shortcuts to your GTA 5 main game folder, and you want to create a let's see, a folder somewhere and name it something like GTA 5 mods or something. At least a folder where you will download all of your mods. Alright, welcome in game. What we're going to do first is change some settings, and as you can see I changed from 30 FPS on desktop recording to 60 frames per second. Sorry for that the tutorial is in 30 FPS, that's because I'm using Corel screen recorder and it only supports 30 FPS, but I can easily pause the recording. So for that, gameplay is going to be 60 frames per second, screen recording is going to be 30 FPS. But that's not important. What important is that we're going to check some graphics settings. So go to your graphics tab, click on this side so you have access to the options. What you want to do is make sure DirectX 11 has been activated. As you can see, I'm playing on 1440p resolution, and with everything set to max, it's pretty system demanding here. As you can see, ultra, very high, reflection, MSA, everything here will give me a requirement of more than 4 GB of VRAM, and you can imagine that's very much because the GTX 970 doesn't have that total amount of VRAM. It has only like 4 gigs in total. So yeah, my GPU is a GTX 1080 and I'm bringing it to its knees. Seriously, I am, with this resolution and all the maximum settings when we're going to install the mods and the EMB. So be very careful what your GPU is and that you might want to tweak something here. What my settings are is FXAA enabled. I do have 4 times MSAA with FXAA. I don't think 8 times is necessary, and as you can see, it significantly increases the amount of VRAM it's needed. And for that, I think 4 is enough for FXAA. I might do it with 2, but I'm going to leave it on 4. Then my frame rate will be somewhere between 50 and 60. I'm not going to use TXAA, as far as I know it's not really needed. For the rest of the settings, I have everything on very high or ultra. But yeah, if you don't have such a good GPU, you might want to tweak with some of the settings. You might, in example, put the TXAA to 2. Let's see, so as you can see, that really saves a chunk of needed VRAM. So you have to experiment a little bit with that, so you have good VRAM for your GPU. Let's see, for the rest, yeah, I do have, again, everything in Ultra, but you might want to tweak something there if you don't have enough VRAM. But that's pretty much the nice benefit of having a GTX 1080, 8 gigs of VRAM. For the rest, anisotrophic filtering, I don't have it on 16, I have it on 8 because I'm playing at a higher resolution, and the higher your resolution is, the less you're going to need anisotrophic filtering. Ambient occlusion on high and tessellation on very high. So yeah, that are pretty much my settings, but you have to check that out for yourself. If you like motion blur, you can activate it, and if you like in-game depth of field effects, you can also activate it. That's pretty much up to you. Yeah, I'm leaving motion blur off for now, but it's a nice effect perhaps if you are up to it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let's see, advanced graphics. Do I want to save my settings? No, not needed. Advanced graphics are, yeah, the shadow scaling and all. I have long shadows activated, high resolution shadows also activated. I have this off, high detail streaming when flying, because I don't think it's that much needed. Yeah, and the shadows, let's see. Yeah, I thought I had the maximum scaling on like a little bit, 40%, something like that. I'm going to leave it there because when you put it all the way to the maximum, it's very much demanding and you don't really benefit much of it. So I'm going to apply these changes, and that's it for the in-game settings. Yes, apply it, that's what I said. You can also run a benchmark all the time, so you can try that after you have set your settings to see how it's going to run. But please take note that the mods we're going to install, especially the EMB Reshade, are going to give your FPS a chunk of with 10 or perhaps 20 FPS. So take that in consideration when you are configure your settings. Alright, so let's start with part 1, Open IV and Scripthook. So let's see, let's open up first all of the 4 tabs. So we will be able to download all of the files. The first one is Scripthook with the native trainer, and that's what we're going to need for running scripts. So download this file, and what I usually do is I number my mods in the correct order. And as you can see, the reason why I've done this is that when I perhaps ever have to reinstall everything, I know which order I need to install things. So what I did is I put 01 in front of this name. Then we do have the enhanced native trainer, because this Scripthook comes with a standard native trainer, but I really think this native trainer is very good for testing purposes. Then we have the mod manager, OpenIV, download that as well. And the last mod we're going to download is no intro video, so we have a faster way of starting up our GTA 5. So, very important step, Scripthook. Let's open it up. And then let's see, let's open a bin, and we have these 3 files. Make sure you copy them, and we are going to drag and drop into those files into our GTA 5 main game folder. So let's paste it in there. And alright, once you've done that, let's see, let's go back, and we're going to open up the second mod. We did download the enhanced trainer, open it up, and you're only going to need the ASI file, and then go back to the main game folder. Let's see, let's sort the files which have been added as last, and what you can do is you can delete the native trainer, that ASI, and you can paste the enhanced trainer. So that should do the trick. And by the way, before I forget to tell you, what is very important is that I strongly suggest you to create 2 GTA 5 folders if you are also playing the game online. I myself don't play it online, but to show you what to do is just what you can do is create a new folder, name it something like online play, and just paste the entire game in here as well, minus these 3 files we just did install. So everything except these 3 files we just copied, so the original game files, and paste them in here. So you do have an original clean version, unmodded, which you can use for online play. So you can now just play GTA 5.exe, run that, and then you can play the vanilla game online without any problems. So I strongly suggest you do that if you are also playing online, to create a new folder and copy everything in here, of course, except for these 3 files that we did copy. Alright, now we have the enhanced trainer, that ASI, this DLL file and this DLL file, and what is very important now is that we are going to test if that's going to run. So let's find it out, and then I'll see you guys in game. So welcome in game. As you can see immediately in the lower left corner, you can see ENT is ready, which means the enhanced trainer. How to activate it is very simple. Press F4 to go into the menu, and you can control this menu with your numpad keys. Numpad 2 is going down, numpad 8 is going up, numpad 5 is selecting things, numpad 0 is going back. So yeah, an example, if you want to spawn a car, we press 5 to go here, press 5 here, you can see cars, supercars. An example, we can spawn cars, but the greatest thing to do for testing modding is, let's see, world, change weather, we can make it extra sunny, clear, cloudy, smog, foggy, overcast, rain, and stormy weather. So yeah, let's see, and what's also very important is the time, 1 hour forward, so you can play with time. You can also lock the time, clock paused if you want that. So yeah, that's it's a pretty handy tool, but this means that our native trainer works, or at least our enhanced native trainer works. And yeah, so you have to practice a little bit with the numpad keys to navigate through the menus, but it's a really nice and handy tool. Alright, now when Scripthook is working correctly, we can now install OpenIV, the mod manager of course. So let's open up the setup file, press run, select English unless you're Russian. I accept the agreement. Let's see, let's run it after the installation. Unfortunately, we can't change the installation path, but yeah, it doesn't really matter that much because it only installs files in the GTA 5 game folder. Do you want to continue? Yes, we want to do that. So let's click on install and let's wait until it's finished installing. And let's see, let's go to our GTA 5 game folder to see if there are any weird things. No, okay. What I sometimes do is I sort files on edited on, and so I can see which files have been edited lately on, but that's not needed necessarily. But OpenIV uses a different kind of modding system that you perhaps are used. Let's close it and let's start it up. What is important here is that you select Windows, Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows. Alright, and then you have to locate it. If you do have the Steam version, you will find it. I don't have the Steam version, but I'm going to show you where you can find it. In your Steam library, and that's usually Program Files 86, Steam Apps Common, and then you will find it here, GTA 5. But I don't have the Steam version, I do have the disk version, so I did install it somewhere else, and I did install it, let's see, where did I install it? Games, I think, Games GTA 5, yeah, here it is. So select the map. Okay, it has been found. So OpenIV can work with this. Then click on continue. And what it says here, do not forget to back up your original files. And yeah, we've done that with copying everything into a new folder. Okay, then it's searching for the encryption key. I'm not really sure what it is actually doing with that, but that's fine. Let's wait for OpenIV to finish loading. Okay, and then you will see this menu. Now, what we first are going to do is we go to Tools. we're going to click ASI Manager. And yeah, I'm not really sure if you also have this ASI loader installed, but if you don't have it, make sure you click on install. And you also want to install the Open ASI folder. Now, what is also important is that you will allow the creation of the mods folder. And let's allow edit mode only for archives inside mods folder. All right, then click on yes. This is really important. Then click on close. Here you will find the mods folder. And what is so freaking important about this mods folder? That is that everything you place in here will be treated as mods. And why is that so important is that, let's see, this doesn't interfere with the original game files. It will handle the modding differently from the original game files. So no original game files will be overwritten. It's a little bit the same as perhaps you have modded Skyrim, Fallout, or any other test game with Mod Organizer. And what Mod Organizer does as well, it will isolate the modding from the main game files itself. And different than what Nexus Mod Manager, what Nexus Mod Manager does is it will overwrite the original game files with every mod you install. And yeah, thankfully OpenIV doesn't do that. It will isolate its modding from the main game file. Main game files. Alright, and yeah, I'm going to show you that later how that looks. But first we have one last mod we're going to install, and that is the no intro loader, I think. Yeah, and you can just run the executable, and it simply patches GTA5.exe. So if it doesn't find it, automatically find the folder where GTA5.exe is located, and make sure you only do this for your version which has which you're going to use for modding. So don't do this with the original online version if you have created a special folder for that, because else what it says here, it could be considered as cheating. Alright, then patch it. Let's see, we did that. Do that right? Yeah, it was successful, and this will remove the intro video so the game starts up a little bit faster, and that's really handy when you're going to mod it a lot, like we're going to do in this tutorial. Alright, was that everything for part 1? Let's check it. Yes, it seems it is, and as I said here, it's important that you have created a backup for online play. So that was everything for this part 1. And yeah, we're going to continue with part 2 with the texture mods and Ingame and Reshade. Alright, let's get to work with the first big texture pack we're going to install. That is Project Reload Texture Overhaul. Click on download to download the zip file. I think it came in. Yeah, here it is. You want to extract it because it's quite a large file. Let's extract it just here, and let's wait until it's finished. Alright, yeah, what went pretty fast. Let's see, then we need to open it up, and we have this readme. And let's see, shall I rename this? Yeah, just so to avoid any confusion, I'm going to rename it to Project Reload Textures. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I'm going to do that for a better overview. Okay, then let's open up the readme. Let's see, what do we need to do? Installation, change all the textures with the folder system. Yeah. Okay, here is where OpenIV comes in handy. Let's put it side by side with this other window so we can easily drag and drop files. This mods folder, as you can see, is empty. What we want to do is we want to mod the original files, and what you can do is just copy everything, all the original files, to the mods folder, but it's not needed. You can just copy what you're going to edit, and in this case we need to edit some of these packs, so some of these packs need to be changed. Let's see what I wanted to say. First, oh yeah, I wanted to say normally you with video games you have one folder, like one big data folder. Example, Skyrim has this, and some other games like The Witcher has this one big data folder. But GTA 5 has multiple data folders. It has all these ones with also update as its main data folders. So sometimes it means that we need to change files in multiple data folders, and we need to do this for this large project reload textures pack. So the first pack we need to change is x64A from the original pack, and let's go to edit mode, which is this button. It says, well, in editing mode all changes will be automatically saved. Yes, so what that pretty much means, it doesn't ask for a confirmation. And as you can see, these are the original files, not in the mods folder. And when we click on it, it will say you are currently adding the original files and not the mods, the files who should be placed in mods folder. So we want to copy this to the mods folder. Alright, then we have x64G, which also need to be placed inside the mods folder. Yes. Some data folders are larger than others. So let's wait for this. Alright, then x64J also copy to the mods folder, and let's wait. Also I forgot the I, so x64I also needs to be copied to the mods folder. And the last one is x64U, but let's, okay, never mind, or not wait, because we are already here, and this is the last folder, x64U, which we need to change things into. Alright, cool. Yeah, what we want to do now is open up x64A and do the same for the files we need to replace here. So x64A, textures, same here, textures, and now we can drag and drop fxweather .itd. And as you can see, what will happen here, let's see if we can find the original one. The original file is 253 kilobytes. And when we drag and drop this modified version into it, it will change to 827 kilobytes. So that means it doesn't ask for a confirmation in edit mode. It will automatically replace it. So make sure edit mode is enabled, and you can check this if you see these two buttons, add a new file or create a new folder. And the rest is pretty much the same. So now we're going for folder x64G, and we need to open it here as well, so we can uncollapse it here and select x64G, levels, GTA 5, generic, and let's see, yeah, the thing is we can't copy these folders directly. It doesn't do that, because when I want to do that to replace the entire RPF file, it says it can't do that, unable to add files. So that means we need to manually change every folder, the files which are in there. So this is GTXD. Let's open it up, and yeah, we should be able to drag and drop every file, and let's check that. So AP1 Beach is 1.92 megabytes, and it should be changed to 2 megabytes and a bit more. So let's see, 3, 2, 1, and let's wait until it all replaces the original files. And as you can see, yeah, now the file sizes have been changed, so that means all of these files have been successfully installed. So yeah, that's what you need to do for the rest. And yeah, it takes a little bit of time, because the rest of the folders have more folder structures, and you can't just drag and drop this into here and replace everything. You need to do it for every folder. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little some folders more. So the x64i in this example, x64i has levels. Yeah, this I think has been accidentally changed. So let's see. Yeah, they changed the folders, but it should be here, props here, so props, and this one procedural, and this one procedural. All right, yeah, and as you can see, this goes a little bit deeper. So here we are at v_proc1.rpf as well, and these files will be changed. All right, so yeah, that's how you should do it with these files. So let's see, props. Yeah, now we also have vegetation, so you can open vegetation up here as well. And yeah, as you can see here, now there are a lot of folders. So this RPF folder, that's cacti, and you have that here as well. So you need to manually do this. So free crops, change this file Go back. V fan palm. V fan palm. So hopefully you get the idea a little bit on this. I'll finish this with you. So vegetation, fan palm. Let's expand this a little bit. V palm, V underscore palm, V underscore palm. Alright. Let's see. Is this a correct folder? ITD. I don't see the original file here. Is this correct? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. That's this one. Okay, that's fine. It's a texture directory. Then we have V rocks, V rocks, V underscore rocks. Alright. Drag and drop everything there as well. Alright, then V trees and V trees. Okay, and then we can also replace everything in here. So, yeah, that was, I think, everything for this pack. X64i. Perhaps. Yeah, it was. So you need to do this for the rest of the two folders, x64j and x64u. So just collapse everything and open up x64j here, and yeah, you know, x64j. So levels, GTA 5, CDE. So do this for the last two packs, which is x64j and x64u. And yeah, replace them like we did with all the other packs. And after you've done that, then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, then we have LA Roads 2.0. And after you finish installing everything from Project Reload, we now have another big texture pack. And this one is the OpenIV pack. And I did actually install, or at least I tried to install the manual version. But as you can see here, so don't worry about me having more packs here now than you have, but this was freaking long to install the manual edition, so I did decide to cancel it because it just didn't end, and I now have linked the OpenIV version. So this is what you have here. Download it. Then once you finish downloading it, let's open it up. We need to extract it first. So extract LA Roads, and let's see, I'm going to create a folder, LA Roads 2.0. And yeah, it's taking a while because it's 2 GB, so let's wait for it. Okay, then open it up and you will see a OpenIV installer. And to open that is go to OpenIV, go to Tools, go to Package Installer. Then let's see, go to the place where you have installed the LA Roads 2.0 and open up the OpenIV installer. Alright, then click on install and select it in the mods folder. That's very important. And then let's wait. It may take a couple of minutes because it's quite a long time. Don't click on anything because else it might crash. So let's wait patiently. Okay, then you will see this, that the installation has succeeded. Wow. Okay, and then our last texture pack is a water pack, and it's this one, 2K water. So let's open 2K water up. Alright, and let's see, click on download to download it. And when we open it up, the water, let's extract it as well. The 2K water, so let's extract it to 2K water. Alright, here it is. Then we need to copy some files, actually only 2. First one is from this folder. You don't need this if you already have installed it, but we don't have installed graphics.itd. And let's see where we need to be, where we need to actually drag and drop the folder, and that is in x64a. And if you don't have it yet, make sure to copy it into the folders, in the mods folder. So click on here and you will see copy to mods folder, x64a. Then we need to go to textures. Okay, and then we can just drag and drop graphics.itd. And let's see, yeah, we were able to do that. And we do have water.itd, and that is 21 kilobytes, and now it changes to 2 megabytes. So that means we successfully have replaced water as well. What I suggest we're going to do now is test our GTA 5. Make sure it doesn't crash. That's really important. And yeah, do that now, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. And if your GTA 5 did not crash and you were able to see some new textures, or at least you think there were new textures, it's hard to see without an EMB and Reshade and make visuals great again. We can continue with make visuals great again. It contains the mod and EMB and Reshade. So let's open it up. I got the link from a YouTube page from the author, I think. And he did host it on this website, but if the link dies, I will make sure it will be re-uploaded. Click on skip ad and click on this link, and then you will see this Mediafire link. So you can download the zip file here. And then once you do that, let's see, make visuals great again, you will have this zip file, and let's extract it. So we have a lot of files. And let's see, here it is. And there are, OpenIV can pretty much mod everything from the data folders, but it cannot mod things from the main game folder. And that also applies for Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout, The Witcher. You cannot use your mod manager to manage things which are inside the main folder. So for that, we need to install things manually in the main folder. But thankfully we do have an automatic installation option for the mod itself. So let's see. Yeah, if we do have the Bikers DLC, and I don't think I have it, then in this case we need to pick the older DLC installer. If you do have the Bikers DLC, then check this. Make sure you check you pick this automatic installer. So go to OpenIV, go to Tools, go to Package Installer, then go to the Make Visuals Great Again folder, automatic installation, and the older DLC. Alright, and then you will have this pack. Click and install, select mods folder, very important. And then let's wait until it's finished. Alright, great, and then we can close it, and now we need to manually do some things, and that is installing the Reshade and EMB. And let's see, drop the files in your GTA folder. Okay, so let's open it up. Yeah, here it is. You can just select everything, and pretty much the same as you would do with Skyrim or any other game which has EB support. Drag and drop everything in your main game folder. Alright, and once you did do that, we should be able to run everything fine. Yeah, let's see how this runs, because this is the most important step from this tutorial. So let's start your GTA 5, see how everything runs, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so welcome back in game, this time with the EMB, and as you can see immediately the car shines a bit more. And we want sunny bright weather, or at least for testing purposes. So select world weather, extra sunny, bam, there we go. Alright, let's see, let's go to a crowded area, or at least another part. So the locations, extra scenery, and an example, the showroom. And yeah, what we want to test first is the most impact heavy weather type, and that is rainy weather in night time. So what we can do is world weather rain. Alright, and then go to time and go to nighttime, so around midnight. So that's probably, I think, the most demanding of your GPU, and because of the light effect and the water, you know, the puddles on the roads. So as you can see here, this yeah, for me it looks like I have good stable frames per second. So probably not always 60, but yeah, it's fine, I think. So I suggest you test that out, because these are the most demanding of your GPU, with the lightning in the puddles and at nighttime. And yeah, if it runs fine, you can just mess around with the time again. So let's see, till daytime at 12 p.m. and the weather can be set. An example, an extra sunny or overcast also has a nice atmosphere. But yeah, as you can see, after you selected the rain or a storm, the puddles will stay, so that gives a nice effect. And then you can pretty much go everywhere. An example, if you want to check out the map, let's see. Yeah, sometimes, by the way, it's a good thing we've seen this. Sometimes there is a bug where the map doesn't show up immediately, and then you can just press escape again and the map will show up. But an example, this is a nice place here near the coast I sometimes go, and you can go immediately to your map marker with the the locations, and go to marker directly. So yeah, as you can see, this all looks good with this very bright weather. And yeah, so far it looks good, looks stable. And if you have problems with your frames per second, check your graphics settings to see if you are able to do something about your frames per second. But yeah, it should work fine. You should have these graphics now. Alright, if your graphics are good, then you're pretty much done for the graphics. But we do have part 3 cars. And yeah, what we'll do in this part cars is we can install 2 things, or at least one thing, and that is the all-in-one car replacer. So what this will do is it will automatically replace almost every car in GTA 5 with an existing model. So open it up, and it's a big download from Google Drive from someone who was kind enough to host it there, and download it anyway. So you will have a large zip file, a very big mod. It's let's see, where is our car pack here. You will have this one, then unpack it and unzip it, and once you've done that, you will see these files here. It contains 2 scripted installers and also this Excel file, which is really handy. As you can see here, every car name, the original car name, which you can spawn with the trainer, and the model which it has been replaced by. So that's really handy. And if you like a specific model, make sure you will thank the author, which you will see here. And but yeah, this is a nice pack with all of the cars and the original model names. So maybe you can put this on your phone and you can have the list handy when you're using the car spawner from the trainer to see which name you need to have. Alright, so let's install it with OpenIV. Click on Tools, Package Installers. And let's navigate to our cars pack. Here it is, car pack. So we do have the original file first, and we do have a patch file, but first let's install the package installer, and that's probably going to take a little while. Let's see if we do have an options form first. Yeah, okay, click on install and click it, of course, in the mods folder, and then let's wait a little bit. Okay, then you can close it, and then we can also use the package installer to install the patch file. And click on install, click it in mods folder. And then we're good to go with the car pack. Okay, let's wait for the patch. Okay, then click on close. And the last thing I'll show you, when you, an example, install a custom car. So let's say we are going to GTA5mods.com, going for vehicles, search for RS6, an example. Let's see, yeah, I did download this RS6 model, this Audi RS6 model. So this is a standalone model, which means it doesn't replace a current model. And for that, we need a little bit of extra steps. So let's extract it. Let's extract the pack RS6. Now let's follow the instructions from it. All right, here's the README. That's always handy to have. Okay, copy the folder RS6 to, and we need to open IV for that. Mods, at least that's where we want to go. Updates. Let's see, update x64 DLC packs, and we need to just copy the folder there. Let's see. Let's make sure we are in the correct folder. So DLC packs in the mods folder. Yes, that should paste RS6. Is it gonna work? And if not, we need to do that manually. That's fine as well. Let's do that manually then. Let's see, do we have an instance of GTA 5 open? Yes, we do. Good. So mods, update, x64 DLC packs. That's fine. We just paste the folder ourselves then in that case. And again, this is just an example of a custom car, so don't worry too much about it. Let's see. Okay, copy the folder. That's what we did. Add the following rule to DLC list.xml. It's located in updates. Update, that's RPF. Let's see, updates at RPF. Common data. Okay, and the thing was DLC list.xml. Where is it, guys? DLC list.xml. Here it is. So let's open it up. Right click on it and click on edit. Okay, and add the following rule to add the following rule to DLC list, and that's this one. So copy this in that case and place it right underneath it, and then save it. Okay, that's one. And we want to add the following rule to this here. So let's just copy it already. It's located in updates, updated RPF. That's where we are. Common data. So it's updated. It's located here as well. Common data, and then it's extract tiles update metadata. It's quite a name. Here it is. Yeah, this is the one that we're looking for. .meta. So let's edit it as well, and let's place it underneath. And let's see, we want to do it like this. Yeah, we don't want to destroy the hashtags and the tags, because else it's not gonna work. But yeah, that should be fine like this. Let's see, item. Yeah, it's probably okay like this. So let's save it, and then we should be able to spawn it manually by entering the name RS6. So let's try that again, and let's go into the game one last time. So welcome in game for the last time. Well, as you can see here directly, the car models have been replaced. Here you'll see a BMW X5, here a Jaguar. Let's see, this is a Mini Cooper, I think. Aston Martin, probably. Aston Martin Vanquish. Yeah, so that means it worked. Everything worked. And alright, so let me show you how you can spawn cars in the game. Again, with the enhanced trainer, go to vehicles, go to vehicle spawner, go to cars. Then you can spawn all kinds of cars. An example, if you want a supercar and we spawn the first choice, we will have a Tesla here, so that's nice. And the funny thing is, when you enter the car, even the interior is been modified here. And you can directly customize the car with the enhanced trainer. Go to vehicles, go to fix or clean it or paint it, primary, secondary color. You can do everything you can do in the custom shop. So an example, if I want a black car, I can do that very easily, and I can do all kinds of modifications with it. So that's really nice. I can spawn any kind of car in the game. So if you want to have a specific model, you might want to check your Excel list, which was included in the folder as well for the custom cars. But the question is, can I spawn my RS6, my Audi RS6? So to do that, go to vehicles, go to vehicle spawner, go to enter name manually, because that is what we could do. It's a custom car, it's not a replacer like all the other models are. So RS6. I can type it in, it was already there, but I'll show you. RS6, press enter, and here we have our Audi RS6, which we can again customize immediately. So we can do that by going inside the car, entering the car. Let's see if I can turn the radio off. I already had it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's off. Okay. Then let's go to vehicles, modifications. I usually remove all upgrades first, then go to the paint menu, primary, secondary color. I like metallic colors. Let's see, black or red. Yeah, let's pick this red color, and then you can remove this, or yeah, you know, pick what you like. But as you can see, it's relatively easy to, or at least it's super easy to modify your car without having to enter the shop. And yeah, with that, I hope you guys like this tutorial. Hopefully it helped you guys as well. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And yeah, this tutorial is modular, which means you can add multiple other things if you want to do that. And yeah, hopefully it works for you. Hopefully you have stable frames per second. And hope to see you guys at the next video. So take care and bye bye.